The Yoga Vasishta is presented to us in 6 sections, and you might have wondered on occasion, what's the difference between these 6 sections apart from the name? Because the content is very similar in each section, and it seems to me that perhaps the title of each section isn't describing the contents of the section, but describing the progress of one who is reading the Yoga Vasishta, reading and deeply appreciating the Yoga Vasishta. And this section is the section on liberation, which is longer than all the other sections put together. As I've mentioned before, liberation could be regarded as a practice. Self-realisation happens spontaneously, and self-enquiry reinforces the realisation. That reinforcement becomes deeper and deeper as we continually practice. It seems to me that chapter 34 marks another profound deepening in this realisation. The Lord said, "Thus does the universe exist as both real and unreal. The divine, being free of duality, unites them, transcends them, and is therefore both of them." It's like a coin. Normally only one side of a coin is visible. If you've got a coin on a table, only one side is visible at a particular time. It's very difficult to look at both sides of a coin at the same time. But a coin is neither one side nor the other. It's a coin. Manifest consciousness is the universe, and the unmanifest universe is consciousness. By entertaining the notion, I am this, consciousness is bound. By this very knowledge, it is freed. So by entertaining the notion, I am this means actually identifying with anything. Whatever notion you identify with, whatever notion you believe in, whatever you accept as truth, by that consciousness is bound. And when you realise this, you're freed. When you realise that your deepest held beliefs, your most passionately held beliefs, the basis of all your assumptions is no more than notions which are limiting you, then you're freed. Or consciousness is freed. Objectification or conceptualization leads to self-forgetfulness. As soon as you start trying to conceptualize things and understand things through conceptualization, you've forgotten your essential nature. Your awareness has been overlooked. However, even in the state of diversity and activity, consciousness is truly undivided. For it is only that supremely peaceful Brahman that is apparently manifest as the universe through the instrumentality of the mind and its 3 modes, Satva, Rajas and Tamas, or waking, dreaming and sleeping. When, however, the mind is destroyed by the mind, when we realise our attachment to notions, the veil is rent asunder and the truth of the world jugglery is seen. The notion of world appearance and the existence of a jiva are destroyed. We're no longer taken in by the mirage. The mind is then clear, having given up repeatedly reviving the notions of objective perception. This state is known as Pasyanti. So this is new. Pasyanti is peace, but peace of a fundamental kind. It's the peace that has stopped flailing around looking for understanding. It's the peace that means you no longer need to find something to believe in. And this doesn't mean nihilism or nihilism. Not believing in anything doesn't mean to say you give in to despair. It means you're aware of the fullness which is apparent in every moment. You're existentially complete. There is nothing conducive to anxiety. This flailing around looking for something to believe in is a result of existential anxiety, existential pain even. But Pasyanti is deeper than that, is deeper than anxiety, is deeper than existential angst. It's the peace that passeth understanding. We've realised the notional nature of everything we've been led to believe, and we drop our need for it. We realise we're no longer missing anything. We're in no danger of missing out on anything. Then the mind, which is pure, abandons conjuring up images of objects. It attains a state like deep sleep or the consciousness of homogeneity, thus going beyond the possibility of birth again. It rests in supreme peace. This is the first state.